Good morning, Kent members. As we get ready to start off the season, one thing that I really like to do is check out my lofts and lies on all of my clubs. So this machine you see right here, most of you guys have no idea what this is about, but really what this does is it tells me the loft and what the lie of the club is. Lie meaning where does this club kind of lay on the ground. And why that's important is if this club is laying too upright or too flat, it adjusts which way that face angle is pointed. For those of you who have been able to get on the TrackMan, is you've seen the face angle is kind of king for everything. Wherever that face is pointed is where that golf ball's gonna go, especially when it comes down to wedges. And the next part is just making sure I have the right loft of my clubs. So if I'm hitting a 48 degree, which would be pretty close to like a pitching wedge or a gap wedge, I wanna make sure I'm at the right loft for my golf club. It's very key to hitting proper golf shots and just knowing that you have the right equipment in your golf bag. So, and this new machine that we have here is able to do both of those for us. So as I get going, this golf club is going to go to the bottom of the machine here. Make sure I get the grooves of my club lined up with the bottom of the machine here. Make sure I have my lie angle proper. Once I have everything all set, I use this top clamp, and that is going to secure the golf club into place right there. As you see, I can walk away, I can do whatever, the golf club's all set. I'm not done here quite yet. So now to measure loft is determined by when this golf club shaft is perfectly perpendicular with the ground, or the machine in this case. So I'm able to test that with this right here. This also gives me my lie angle. We've talked about that lie angle is very important. And then I also like to just kind of eyeball it from the side, make sure we're good. And then from there, I can lock in. So now my golf club is all set. I'm able to measure my loft and my lie. So I come in here, I knew I had a 48 degree wedge, but when I read this, I'm actually at 50 degrees of loft. So what this is gonna do is, if I think my 48 goes normally about 120 yards, it's probably only gonna go about 110 because we have 2 extra degrees of loft on this golf club. The next part I wanna look at is my lie angle here. So generally, for a wedge, we're right around 64. So right now we're measuring about 62. I'm gonna leave the lie angle the same. Depending on a specific member's or player's golf swing, we might need to adjust that lie to be a little flatter or a little more upright. But in this case, I do wanna make sure that my loft of my golf club is correct. So I take my bending bar here, I secure it into place. Now we're in good shape. So there's a couple different things I can do. Like I said, I can either add loft or I can take away loft. In this case, measured about 50 degrees, we want to add or take away a little bit of loft in this case to get us right back down to 48. So as you can see, just doing some small little bumps to try to decrease the loft on that golf club just a little bit. Okay. And I can come in here. I see I'm getting a little bit of progress, but I need to do a little more. And the beauty of these golf clubs is they're made out of very high-end steel, which makes it very easy to bend. I'm getting closer. Perfect. So now we're able to get right back down. I'm just a touch short, but as you can see, the loft did decrease a little bit. So in that case now, I know my equipment is getting closer suited to my game. So, like I said, come seek us out, use this to your advantage, and I hope this will help you shoot some lower scores this year.